The Northern Lords flavor pack just released for Crusader Kings III. It came as a bit of a surprise to me, and since it's only dubbed a flavor pack and not a full expansion, I had my doubts. But after spending a few hours with the DLC, I gotta say I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Hey there friends, my name is Andy, and today we'll be taking a quick look at the Northern Lords flavor pack for Crusader Kings III. I'd love it if you left a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. So, back to Northern Lords. According to Paradox itself, the main features of Northern Lords include Norse adventure realms, the ability to recruit and interact with Jomsvikings and Shield Maidens, a host of new Norse cultural content, new art and music, and a handful of new decisions and events. In other words, there's no massive expansive feature here, but instead a variety of new content for Viking nations. It really does fit the term flavor pack as it seeks to expand the playability and variety of a certain cultural group. And my experience is that this really is reflected in the DLC. Shortly after Crusader Kings III released, I made a video comparing CK2 and CK3, mentioning several things in the former which I felt was missing in the latter. This included a lack of a great soundtrack, certain unique cultural features, and indeed visual distinctness and other features. A little more than half a year later, I'm very happy to see that Paradox has decided to take Crusader Kings III in the direction of Crusader Kings II in almost every one of these aspects. First, there's the music. Ever since launch, I felt like Crusader Kings III really lacked that distinct and hummable soundtrack that every Paradox game has had before it. The music was so timid, so ambient to the detriment of the really memorable tunes. Luckily, Northern Lords includes a few new music tracks for Viking nations, all of which belong in the hummable category. This does put a smile on my face because it means that Paradox is, hopefully, choosing to abandon or at least move away from the natural sounding approach to their soundscape, and instead taking the game's audio in the direction of their other games. For Vikings, the music is now so much more distinct and memorable, and I hope other cultural groups get the same treatment down the line. Second, there's decisions and events. What I really felt was missing from the Viking experience before was the ability to send characters to the Varangian Guard, to have them come forth with unique problems and opportunities, and instead of simply raiding for gold, there's now a fairly big chance of encountering unique events which can truly give your nation a boost if you're willing to risk your armies in foreign lands, either to boost your own capital's development, increase relations with the local lord, or raid for some extra gold and prestige. In addition, I really missed the ability to raise runestones, a feature so unique for the Viking nations that I'm happy it's been added back in. We haven't even mentioned other newly created features like more memorable nations and Viking-only available events too. Third, we have the aesthetics and visual department. What I loved about the UI in Crusader Kings II was the fact that it was so unique for every cultural group. The Vikings had their own window style, and the same went for Catholic Europeans, Muslims, and others. When CK3 launched, everyone just had a black UI. It was stylish, sure, but not very immersive. Now though, Paradox has fixed this point as well. The Vikings now have a distinctly wooden-looking UI with a sleek brown finish, and the backgrounds of character portraits have changed to reflect their Viking cultural backgrounds. I absolutely love this move. In addition, the map now reflects seasonal changes, with the added bonus that the visuals actually have an effect on gameplay. Fighting in snow will give certain units positive or negative modifiers, and the more snow present, the more these modifiers will change. So not only do we get a more diverse and beautiful map, but we get some added gameplay modifiers. And if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. All in all, I just wanted to give my praise to Paradox for listening to criticism and doing much in their first flavor pack to actually invalidate many of my worries about the game. I'm very impressed with the flavor pack, and gotta say I've never been more excited for a future and larger expansion than I am right now. If you own Crusader Kings III, I would highly recommend checking out the Northern Lords DLC pack. But what do you think? Were these changes as important to you as they were to me, or are visuals, cultural uniqueness, and audio not that important to you? Please let me know in the comments below, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!